Trevor Bauer earned himself a big contract with the LA Dodgers this past offseason and has pitched really well while in Dodger Blue. He's always been more of a controversial figure, but for nothing that serious. Now, well, things are looking pretty serious for Trevor Bauer. Things that have people refusing to attend Dodgers events because of this incident, Bauer not being allowed to pitch, he's now turned off comments on his YouTube channel, and his own manager is having doubts of the scenario and when he'll be back to play. Take a second to like this video, and if you're new to the channel and end up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button for future baseball content. What allegedly happened with Bauer is that he did things to a woman he met up with that she never agreed to. There are now photos that were released by the woman who said Bauer gave her massive headaches and that she vomited after the second of 2 violent encounters with him. Bauer and his agent John Fedorov have denied any wrongdoing. Now, I'm not going to go too into detail as to what exactly went down, so if you want to read more into the specifics, click on the article link in the description after the video. What we are going to discuss in this video, though, is how many things are changing and happening because of this alleged incident between Bauer and this woman. Later in July, the Dodgers are having a World Series reunion for the team that won it all back in 1981. Usually a few players choose not to go because they have something else going on or whatever it may be, nothing crazy. That's why most players usually go to these events. It's fun and it's for the fans and for the players to reunite with each other for a day. As for former Dodgers pitcher Dave Stewart, someone who was on that team and invited to go to the reunion, well, he is refusing to now attend it. Why? Because of Trevor Bauer. The Dodgers haven't done anything to discipline Bauer amidst these allegations, and because of that, Stewart told the team that he will not be attending the ceremony later in July due to the team's refusal to do so. This is actually what Stewart had to say, and he wasn't happy. Quote, "The organization isn't what it was when we came through. The Dodgers organization that I grew up in under the O'Malley family would never stand for that. The Dodgers should have stepped up in that situation, and they didn't. You've got to have character standards. I told them I can't show up for that. I was really looking forward to it, too. It would have been great to see all my former teammates from my first World Series team. It was an honor to play for the Dodgers. It was such a special organization. I mean, families were always allowed to fly on the team plane. Kids were running around the clubhouse like it was Disneyland. That was the Dodgers tradition. They stood for character." End quote. I wonder how many other players from that 1981 team will take a stand with Dave and refuse to go, if any will. That could be an interesting development in the coming weeks. It will also be interesting to see what some of the current Dodgers players think about this mess. Do they support him? Are they giving him the benefit of the doubt? Will they still want to be his teammate? The allegations against Bauer are currently being investigated by the Pasadena Police Department, with the woman saying that she and her people anticipate criminal action being taken against Bauer as well. Bauer hasn't been allowed to pitch since the news came to light, as he was put on administrative leave for 7 days. With that all being said, his own manager, Dave Roberts, is now saying that he doesn't believe Bauer will be back by the end of those 7 days, saying, quote unquote, "I don't see it happening." Administrative leave, which was adopted under a joint domestic violence policy between Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Players Association, is actually not considered a suspension, as the player, Bauer in this case, still gets his full salary despite not being on the active roster. So with Bauer being on this administrative leave for a week, it's looking like it will be a little longer than that. Bauer is not stupid. Well, maybe he is because of this incident, but he's smart enough to know that everyone will be talking about this, and not in a good way. So naturally, he went and turned off the ability to comment on his YouTube videos. Bauer's agent, Rachel Luba, is starting to do the same thing on Twitter, making some of her latest tweets only available to comment on for certain people, not the public. Reason being because Luba learned this the hard way, with her getting hundreds of anti-Bauer comments on her tweets because of this lawsuit. The first tweet Luba had out on the matter said this, quote, "As an agent and an attorney, I think it is important to reiterate that I will always defend my clients when I believe the accusations made are false, and I will continue to do that. I am privy to much more information than what has been reported publicly at this time, and am confident that the truth will come to light." End quote. As you would expect, she got tons of negative comments from this tweet. Rachel Luba seems to be in a tough spot right now. Two of her biggest clients, Trevor Bauer and Yasiel Puig, are both men who have been accused of sexual assault. As the biggest, most well-known female agent in the league, and really one of the biggest and most well-known agents in general, is now employing Puig, who is currently out of the league, and Bauer, who isn't even allowed to play. It's getting to the point where it's a pretty valid question to ask if Trevor Bauer will pitch again this season. He probably will, at least that's what the odds would say, but it's looking worse and worse for his side as the days go on and he's continuously not able to pitch. Let me know what you think about all this, and thank you for watching.